YouTube, what is going on? This is JAYDRONE here, and I guess we'll just tilt this a little bit this way. It's a little bit bright, but that's all right. It's a little bit grainy, but that's all right. We got some things to talk about. Now we'll leave it on in case you guys start commenting. So if you guys are unaware, which I will reiterate this a couple times as people check in, we'll go ahead and fix the hair. RC Fun is in the house. Number one. He said number one, but I think I see Van City was number one. So you might have got beat just by a little bit. Van City in the house, rocking Vancouver. He said, okay, second Shay. So this video is going to directly, it's not even really aimed at people that that watch YouTube. It really isn't. I'm going to touch on that just a little bit. And what I'm going to do, I'm also going to turn off my Wi-Fi off of this phone. It's basically for creators. If you're a creator, you're going to want to listen to this. You're going to want to listen to my opinion and what I have to say on it. I am a little bit informed on what is going on. I am not overtly upset about what's going on, but I'm quite a bit concerned. Can I see your guys' comments? I can see your comments without my glasses. That way you guys don't have a glare on me. So and I'm just turn on airplane mode. Bam. Nope, okay, Wi-Fi's off. So what's going on, guys? Has anybody, I know RC Fun is a creator. Van City might also be a creator. Jim, what's going on, brother? Happy to see you on the flip side. Ray FPV is definitely a creator. Just a video. I don't know if you're a creator. Alpine Flower 19 with a name like that, I would think you were a creator, which means that you guys are uploading videos. Broke Mechanic FPV, I know he's a creator because I've watched some of his videos. So has everybody, I've already made my changes. Yes, but it's a little bit more than making changes, because you might have to go make some more changes. I just spent 45 minutes after, I made the changes 2 days ago. Channels like mine are going to be hosed. So check it out. Check it out. YouTube got sued. They got sued because irresponsible parents were allowing their children to surf the internet without any adult supervision. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. And because they were surfing the internet without any adult supervision, obviously YouTube is a business, and YouTube wasn't thinking 300%. Ever cured, you gotta edit. What? Okay, my wife. Wait, just wait. So hold your question. My wife wants to ask a question, and we're going to entertain her question in 2 seconds. So parents allowed children to surf the internet unsupervised. YouTube, being a business, obviously wanted to profit off of these children that were surfing the internet. Yes, you do hear River Lily. And by doing so, they have violated, I guess, some type. Stan the Drone Man, what's going on, brother? They have violated some type of Child Protection Act. So before I go any further, and I'm going to read your guys' questions as well. If you guys got questions, put them down there. I can see without my glasses on. To River Lily, what is your question?
So YouTube states that if you are under the age of 13, you're not supposed to be using YouTube.
YouTube states if you're under the age of 13, you're not supposed to be using YouTube. Continue.
But the new rules state that this kid thing, kids are only considered under the age of 13. So if you're 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, whatever, you're not considered a child. How do they know if there's children on there or not, if you're not supposed to be on there if you're under the age of 13, and they're considering children 13 and under? Okay,
I don't know the answer to that question. I could only assume they're going by FCC is finding channels. Yes. And here, because again, somebody already said, oh, well, I've already made the changes, I'm safe. No, you're not. No, you are not. And I'm going to tell you why you're not. And I'm going to tell you why after I made the changes, I had to make more changes. Go ahead, Dirt.
River Lily did her nails.
River Lily did her nails. But so here, okay. So we've gotten the please drop your thumbs up. Yes. I got a moderator in here, Ryan. What's up, brother? So here, I'm going to tell you why you're not safe, because there's a lot of litigation going into this. It's not done. What is going on is not done. It's not finished. It's still going into legal battles. It is not 300% done. Okay, so what are the changes? I got an email about, but I haven't read them. So again, the changes are that you must comply with the Children Act, whatever, blah, 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 new law, right? So you either need to dictate your channel as for children, which would be 13 or under, or that your channel is not for children, which would be 13, 14 and over, I guess, but a 14-year-old's not a child, so that doesn't quite make sense. So whatever. Okay, so once you've done that content thing, yes, this is about the content thing. So once you've done that, you would think that you're safe, right? You would think you are safe. No, here's where you're not safe. And as drone creators, again, Perth West Oz is here. I know a lot of drone reviewers. We're not safe. And the reason we're not safe, even after scrolling and clicking that this is adult only channel, is this. YouTube can overrule what your channel is or what your channel isn't. So we'll go to the small side of things. If you deem your channel for children and you obviously have adult content on it, you then are in violation and then could be fined up to $26,000. Anybody have $26,000 laying around? I don't. But okay, we don't. Most of us don't got to worry about that because we're probably clicking adult. So if you decide to click it's for adult only, you're safe, right? No, you're not. There's so many gray areas in this because YouTube can then go look at your channel and decide, nah, this is for kids. And like my wife took a video down. I took a couple videos down. Right, and that's where mine is. Like you're saying your stuff's PG and PG-13. Dude, I like to hold my channel. I don't curse. I've never cursed in one video. Not one video. And the whole premise for that is to be family friendly. So mom and dad can watch JAYDRONE with their kids and get their kids turned on to drones. But right, which would be geared at children. And it's mildly confusing, but here's what I've done. Here's what I've done to safeguard my channel, and my channel's still not safe. If you're not monetized, does it matter? Yes, it matters because you can still be fined.
And YouTube and Google are out all that money.
Right.
So how are they going to make that money
YouTube
back?
and Google are out millions, and they want to make that money back. How are they going to make that money back? Well, they're going to take it out of our pockets. Even if you're not making a living like me, I'm not making a living. I can't live off of YouTube. I want to live off of YouTube. I want it to be my main source of income. I can't do it. My kids watch your channel. I've never seen anything. Never. There's never anything vulgar on my channel, and I'm happy your kids watch my channel, but please tell them not to watch my channel. I'm joking, but I'm not joking. Have them watch it on your profile. Because here's where the issue is like how many I selected my content for adults. My argument is my analytics shows 0% viewers below the age of 18. So that's good. That's good. I'm pretty sure mine it shows below the age of 18. River Lily. Just wait until the pageant lawsuit goes through. They're really going to be going after the creators, right? So okay. And I haven't touched on the whole click and how you're not safe besides the fact that YouTube can decide. Perth West Oz, are you still here? Yes, click return. RC Crazy. I don't know if RC Crazy's here. And I see RC Fun Diversion. There's some of us YouTubers that we title things. Perth West is here. I added up all my audience percentages, and I do not have any viewers under the age of 13. Just because you don't have any viewers under the age of 13 does not mean YouTube can't deem that your video is children friendly, or it's not even saying that it's children friendly. It's saying that it's geared towards children. Still here. Okay, so Stan the Drone Man still here, but this is going directly at Perth West. What do we do with super toy grade drones? What do we label the titles as? Say Potensic D33, great beginner and what? Great beginner and what drone? Somebody fill in a blank. Great beginner and what drones? Please, somebody get on your keyboards and fill in a blank. Let me know what that missing word is. Perthwest. What's the word? What word is in there that we generally put in our titles? Anybody, get on your keyboards and hit return. Kids, my lord, right? With that, no, not toy grade. Well, toy grade too sometimes, but kids. Robert hit it on the nail. Kids. You know how many of my videos have that in the title? With kids, you don't label any of mine for kids. Okay, so you're good. You're good on that juncture. I do. The manufacturers do it. I do. You know how much time it took to go rifle through my thousands of videos and get that word kids out of the title? Because having kids in the title, that could be perceived as aiming it towards kids, as a kid's drone video. And here's where I'm not thoroughly upset about this, because there is an upside to this. There's a huge upside to this, but there's so many gray areas. The huge upside to this is there are children's channels that are making a living. I think one of the top four net incoming channels on YouTube is a child's channel. Like, where one of the top grossing channels is a children's channel. And what do these top grossing channels do to smaller grossing channels like myself and Perth West Austin and a couple other people? It takes away money out of our mouths because they're sucking up so much money. If a top grossing children's channel, again, there is one up there that they're ad heavy, they're getting a lot more of the ads. But so here's the upside to this. If you are a children's channel, if you click that you are for children, and again, there's some top grossing ones that are specifically for children that have animation, like they spend a lot of time on these channels that have animation in it and they're gearing it towards children. Guess what happens? Guess what's happening to any channel that you click and put for children? Anybody know? Did anybody read the rules? Did anybody read the legislation? Does anybody know what happens if you drag that bar and click that you are a child channel, that you're not an adult channel? Does anybody know? Again, this is question and answer with JAYDRONE here. I'm trying to get you guys involved that way. There you go. There you go. If you are a children's channel, if you drag and click that you are a children's channel, that drag and click that you are for children only, you no longer are monetized. You no longer have ads running towards you. You no longer get commenting. You no longer have people that are able to share your videos. That's huge for us. That lets the little guys that aren't on that top tier level of these guys that are heavily editing their video, that are heavily gearing the kid drones towards kids and animating it and having amazing animations and amazing graphics and basically doing Pixar video reviews. Toy grade is considered kid regardless how you label it. So we get some of that. Toy grade is considered kids no matter how you label it. Right.
When you look at a drawing,
and again, that's the gray area. That's a huge gray area where I'm labeling something toy grade. Labeling it toy grade as SEMA. SEMA's toy grade. Are they aiming that as 12 and under? That's where the huge gray area is. I tried to live stream last night, but it wouldn't let me, and I was too drunk to care. 14 and up on a lot of drones. Right. A lot of drones are gearing 14 and up. So now let's think on what do I think is going to happen here. Again, I don't know where this legislation is going to go. I don't know where the final ruling is going to go because the final ruling is not out. They're still in court trying to debate this. They're still in court trying to get stuff. That's what we determine what category an RC fits into, either brush, toy grade, or hobby, for example. Right. So I mean, some of you see toy grade as kids. I see it what Perth West just said. Perth West made an extremely valid point there. He says, I'll read it again. Perth West says, it's what we determine a category of RC fits into, either brushed, toy grade, or hobby grade, for example. I agree, it's a stupid no rule. The minute you say toy grade, it's under 14. I'm going to have to disagree with that because, again, I fly toy grade drones. I'm not underneath 14. It is a grade. It's like buying a mid-level, buying an entry-level sedan, and then buying a Cadillac, and then buying a Bentley. They all got 4 doors. They're different categories. None's geared towards an age preference. I don't think I see toy grade as a beginner's drone for a teen and adults. Exactly. I see it as a beginner's drone too. But just saying beginner's drone, what age category is a beginner? 87-year-old man could start flying a drone. 45-year-old man can start flying a drone. 23-year-old dude can start flying a drone just as well as a 14-year-old or a 12-year-old can start flying a drone. So I don't think we can categorize beginner, hobby grade, toy grade. I think those are categories. I don't think we can essentially attach a label, a number label to those, because there's some under 12-year-olds that are flying hobby grade stuff and are way better at flying than me. I know it's true. There's some young dudes that are winning large pockets of money in the drone industry that are under 12 years old because they're idiot savants with FPV goggles on them and their stick time's impeccable. So I don't think that we can take what we're labeling drones as an age category. And hopefully, again, we don't get the last say. We're not the lawmakers here. We're just talking. Hopefully YouTube sees it the same way. Otherwise, I might have to declare bankruptcy. If they decide to fine me $26,000 per video and pick out 10 of my videos, I'm done. I'm done. I mean, it's just like that. Most people that buy drone quads for me personally off local classifieds are all adults. Right. I've never sold a drone to a child. And I've sold a lot of drones. I've never bought a drone off a child. It's always been adults. I don't know. I'm going to try something here. I'm going to try to go into look into my analytics and see if I can see something. Are we still live? When I just switched over, we're still live. I'm going to switch over for like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The 5 seconds that I just switched over, were we still live? So drones typically are labeled 14 plus. The RC cars are labeled differently. I'm just about to review a crawler that's labeled 8 plus. Okay, so I was still live. I'm gonna go switch over to my analytics. So any chit chat, I'm not gonna be able to read. Again, I don't think that they're going to search these videos and we know the RC crawler from JJRC is 8 and up. Let's find this dude. I don't think that's going to happen. I really don't think that's going to happen. And if that does happen, YouTube's done. I mean, YouTube's going to drop their profits are going to drop. Their following's going to drop. And again, I hope that doesn't happen. I really hope it doesn't happen. All right, so I'm going to jump over to my analytics. I just want to check something out here. We're going to go to Video Manager, Community, Analytics. I'm going to click on my analytics. Analytics. What is this? Advanced new feature, YouTube Studio. I want to look at my analytics. I don't want to look at videos from YouTube. Why is it not allowing me to look at your fast, clear analytics? Go to new analytics. Now there's new analytics. I haven't even seen this. I'm seeing this live when I'm talking to you guys. And I can't show it to you because I'm using my webcam on here. So audience, I'm going to click on my audience. Audience. Can I see age? Somewhere can I see age? See? You get hit.
You're not allowed to be on YouTube under 13. It wouldn't show under 13.
Well, I see 3.5% of my viewers are the ages 13 to 17. Does that mean, what does that mean? That's terrible. 18 to 24 are 18.5%, 23 to 34 are 27.9%, 35 to 44 are 24.5%, 45 to 54 are 17.7%, 55 to 64 years old are 7.3%. Then we have the class of 65 and up. The class of 65 and up is 2.7%. I guarantee at least half of that 2.7% are beginner flyers. So I'm trying to jump back to my live stream. Sorry, we kind of lost me there. I have 12-year-olds that come on my live stream and cuss all the time, and it doesn't seem fair. And that's where this whole litigation has come apart. Ryan, aka D's, has said,
parents that complain.
I have 12-year-olds that come on my live stream and cuss all the time. Doesn't seem fair. Hey Jay, what's your male female ratio? It's terrible. It's the sausage fest. But I will tell you that I'll jump back over the screen as soon as I entertain what Ryan, aka D's Nuts, said. 1.3 Perth West has a large female following. What's your percentage, Perth West? Got the ladies over there. It's your accent. If you got a large female following, it's that sweet Aussie accent, bro. But anyway, back to what Ryan said. I have 12-year-olds coming on my live stream, cuss all the time. Doesn't seem fair. It doesn't seem fair. It's not fair. It's poor parenting. If these children are on here and they're doing this, it's the parents' fault. I mean, yeah, in games, dude. I stopped playing Grand Theft Auto online because of the children. All they wanted to say is the N-word and F and UMF, and it was just a bunch of slander. Let's see, Perth West about 10%, bro. Let me see what mine is. I don't think mine's 10% as far as women to male ratio. These kids nowadays, and again, it is these kids nowadays, but we are in an age of technology where technology is readily accessible. But because technology is readily accessible, we can monitor what our children are doing. We can oversee what our children are doing. We can watch what our children are doing. And we can put a block on what our children are doing. Dude, we are in the tech era. We'll say tech era. We are in the tech era. And if you are a parent and you're not watching what your children's doing online, this is your fault. This is absolutely your fault. And it is. It's the parents that complain. But here's another thing that I just thought of that this horribly affects. I started YouTube as an adult. I started YouTube maybe 4 to 5 years ago as an adult. There are children that had the one up on any creator. They had the one up on any creator because they're in school, because they have a social following, because they have thousands of friends, and they can start a YouTube and they can start blogging. They can start doing reviews. They can start doing travel reviews at a young age. Guess what's not going to be able to happen anymore? These children are not going to be able to profit off of doing that. You are not going to have rich YouTuber children anymore. You are not going to have children that are going to be able to establish themselves prior to being an adult and make a business. YouTube is a business. That's not going to be able to happen. Half your audience are over 30 and live in their parents' basement. That's fine, dude. That's great. I'm fine with half of my audience that live in their parents' basement because that means they don't got a whole lot going on and they're watching JAYDRONE a lot. I'm cool with that. Can't legislate morality. So let's check out my percentage. Somebody else said 4% on Van City to the male to female ratio. Let me go back over here. Gender. Oh, see? I'm not far away from Mr. Aussie accent. So I mean, obviously the New York urban accent is driving something in, or maybe it's my gorgeous looks and my long flowing hair. But my male to female ratio, my male ratio is 90.3 and my female is 9.7. So I'm close to Mr. Suavemente down in Australia. Just don't get caught up in the kids nowadays do. But yeah, so I mean, you need to safeguard yourself. If you have kids labeled in any of your videos, you need to take it down. My video of the kid breaking into my house, I deleted the video because that's another thing. That's another gray area. It might be the fact that you're not even allowed to show minors in your videos because showing a minors in your video is engaging other children to watch your videos.
Dummy scarecrow video.
Yeah, my wife got rid of her dummy scarecrow video because she didn't just make a scarecrow, she made a stuffed animal scarecrow because there was a stuffed animal cartoon character in it. It might be appealing to children. despite the fact that she's clicked and adjusted her channel. I'm 54. We are talking about drones. Exactly. We are talking about drones. And I do some urban exploration. But it's I don't know, man. It's really a shame because what it was like, dude, when I went to my last homecoming, one of my friends married a teacher, and the teacher said the most common thing that children say they want to be when they grow up is now not a police officer. It's not a fire department, dude. It is not to be an astronaut. It's to be a YouTuber. The most common thing that her students are telling her that they want to be is a YouTuber. And how better to start that YouTube career when you're in middle school, when you're heading into high school. Now you can't do that. You can't do that because of kids that kind of ruined it for other kids and parents not monitoring their children. I watch your channel, and with my 7-year-old, we'll all drones. YouTube is censoring itself and oblivion. It's turning into MySpace. Where's Tom? Where's Tom from MySpace? Is he behind this? Anybody remember Tom, the dude on MySpace with the most friends? I can remember his profile picture, all clean cut, kind of looking at the side. I bet you he's behind this. He's like, MySpace flopped. We're going after YouTube. And maybe he was a part of a lawsuit. This is not true. This is false accusation. This is complete assumption.
Mine is 100% female, which we know is wrong.
So my wife's analytics are completely wrong.
It also says it's 100% age 35 to 44 years old, and everything else is zeros.
Yeah, my wife's analytics are horribly wrong. Tom was courteous at minimum. It was supposed to say, "We love." I need to get my glasses on. Stephen B. wrote a story when deciding age restriction content. It should say to watch for violence, disturbing. Exactly. See, that's again. That was my that's my mild concern with, and I'll take this off so there's not a glare in between. It's not a concern. It's just sad. A lot of your guys' comments are saying you watch my channel with your children. My channel is designed to be family friendly. I do curse in real life. At one point I wasn't, and then slowly deviated away from that, where the F-bomb drops in my real life situation, where I do curse. But I've made it a mental effort not to do it on YouTube, not to do it in my live streams, not to do it in my video reviews, not to do it when I crash the Unique Breeze a million times to pieces to where I have to fix it. To crash the Bang Toys X16 where I'm really, really mad, but I'm restraining myself from cursing. So my things, I meet kids at the park and show them the hobby again. That's a huge, whether you can show that or not, I don't know. But where they're trying to say it's one thing or the other, that's horrible. There should be 3 different categories. There should be for children only, family friendly, where family friendly, just like PG-13, right? Is it PG-13 where you have to go to where you have to go to the theater with your adult supervision as long as you're 13 or over? It should be something like that where, dude, wait till you see my Bang Toys X16 if it ever comes back to me. I have somebody modifying at Perth West. It's going to be ridiculous. But it should be children only, family friendly content, or you're rated R and you're rated X.
Well, they should have
you're rated R and rated X for adult only.
They should have broadened how you check what you're thinking.
That's if I'm cursing in every video. Warning in the title, not kid friendly, right? But it's I disagree where it's one or the other, because it's not one or the other. It's definitely not one or the other. Now, if you have, again, one of those top YouTubers, if you go ahead and Google top grossing YouTubers, you'll find the kid that I'm talking about. There's a child that has animation in his videos and he does reviews of stuff. He's out of the game. There goes your paycheck, homie. Those were geared towards children videos. Now, my videos, they're not geared towards children, but they're not geared towards children. It's tough. It's tough. The kids category should only apply to kid cartoon channels. Right. And Ryan's toy reviews, that might be the person I'm talking about. Is that the dude that has cartoons in his videos? Bum 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 bum. I'll be the rated R superstar. I agree. I agree too. One of my war robots gamer creators has 25 plus at the beginning of every video. Then a few months ago because someone told him it was coming. Again, this is just it's something to be concerned about because there's so many gray areas and because it's not in black and white. If it was in black and white where we had to read like 12 paragraphs that were sent to our email, fine. Then we can comply with everything. But we can't just simply click this is an adult channel and hope we're safe, because especially for drones, in all premise of the words, they're toys. I mean, you have some of your stuff that's considered to be work stuff, like work devices where you're using like some serious DJI stuff, or you're doing agriculture stuff. But for all intents and purposes, 90% of the stuff that I review, it's a toy, regardless if it's brushless or not. If it's a Bugs 3, it's a toy. So is that going to be deemed like, here, I'm YouTube, look at me, I'm YouTube, or whatever? Here, what's the thing? I think I have it up top here. Let me go. I just jumped my page here. I'm going over to my channel. I'm going to go over to YouTube beta because it's going to tell me exactly what the litigation is on top that is overseeing this. That way I can profoundly act as an individual, which hopefully they don't see me making fun of them because they might not like that. But I'm going to do it anyway. All right, so I'm going over to YouTube Studio. And at the top of my page, it should say something. And watch it not saying nothing. It doesn't say it. Are you kidding me? So let's go into settings. I can find out what it is. Let's go into upload defaults. Let's go to advanced settings, and it doesn't say. Anyway, so it said you had to. I'm the guy who you have to comply with. We should all do is have the same warning at the beginning of yeah, put a discretion warning. If you are a child, turn this off. This is not for you. So I'm the man. I'm the dude making these rules, right? So that's me right now. Get into character. Whoop. All right, so let's check out this channel. This is the JAYDRONE channel. Okay, there's lots of drones here. Wow. This looks like there's a lot of toys on this channel. Kid would most certainly like to follow this channel. Let's see what he has it rated. This guy has it rated as adult only. He has 3,000 videos. 3,000 times $26,000. That's what we're gonna find him, right? I mean, it could happen. Hopefully it don't. Otherwise, I'm done. I'm gonna have to go move to like a third world country. I'll have to go live in my van. Hopefully they don't take my van. I'll have to go live in my van. Right? I mean, what do you do? Because exactly what I just did could happen. I just had a warning that popped up and said I was mentality of a child, even though right. So I mean, I act like a child. I act out. I act goofy. If you see me on my wife's channel when she catches me out of the JAYDRONE facade in front of the camera on JAYDRONE, and I'm just acting normally, I act like a child. Does that mean I'm appealing to a child? I don't know. Hopefully not. I mean, it's bonkers that it's not in black and white. I understand why it's not in black and white because it's in litigation. But for the simple fact that there's two choices. You have two choices. You have two choices. You pick one, you get demonetized, and you can no longer make any type of money on YouTube. And if your children videos do not comply with children videos, and some of them look like they appeal to adults, guess what? You're getting fined $26,000. My goodness. My wife says she has an advantage over me. What's the advantage?
I'm a new user.
My wife's a new user.
I have limited videos.
She has limited videos.
There ain't no kids are going to want to sit down and watch no boxing charm.
There's no kids that are going to want to watch down her videos. Hey, where's my wrench at? I feel left out. I don't know where your wrench is at. You got to talk to Ryan about that, and I don't even know how to do that. I did it once with my brother and my wife. Well, I could do it. I could do it. Mike, I could do it. John Woodrow, what's going on? Move to Chicago where corruption is legal. Two choices: hit the like button or don't. We only have 6 likes. Yo, we were up to 30 something. What happened? Nobody likes the video. I mean, I don't like the content. I mean, I do like the content of the video. I don't like the discussion per se. So I'm in a YouTube standard here. You got 2 choices. Don't give it a thumbs down though. I don't want to here. You got 1 choice. Give it a thumbs up. John Kubi, I agree with you and David about the YouTube stuff for sure. And John's in the house. John does what I do. He does it in a different style, just as well as Perth West does it in a different style. But it's a little bit stressful. It's a little bit stressful because there's lots of gray areas. Again, I don't make a living on this. I would like to make a living on this in the future. I do make some side cash off of this. Side cash helps, especially when I'm not working full time, because I'm essentially a part-time worker. Thumbs up number 6. Bam. Okay, we're getting some thumbs up. But somebody else said something. Good thing you don't play with lightsabers. Yes, Yard Jockey Roy. It is a good thing I don't play with lightsabers, because in the town of Weatherly, Pennsylvania, if you have a lightsaber, you are going to get pooed on. Right. My mama says that use the devil if you got a lightsaber. Inside joke between Yard Jockey Roy, which, by the way, if you haven't checked his channel out, check his channel out. Yard Jockey Roy, please go to your channel. He's my uncle, by the way. Go to your channel and go ahead and click. There's somewhere that you can do it. I'll tell you exactly how to do it, that it's for adults only. Otherwise, you can face a $32,000 fine for not labeling your channel correctly, and 99% of your stuff, you shouldn't even have to worry about it, although there are some kids that like quads, and now we're in a gray area. But let's go ahead and go over. I'll tell you exactly how to do it. You're going to go into your settings. You're going to go to upload defaults. You're going to go in the middle where it says advanced settings. You're going to do something. No, monitor the basic info. Advanced setting. It's not there. Where is it?
It's supposed to be an advanced setting. It is there.
Standard license. I don't see it. YouTube contributions, comment visibility. I thought it was there too. I mean, I know I switched it.
I know you switched it.
Community. Let's see community. Maybe it's in the community tab. Defaults. It's in the community tab. No, it's not. Hold permanently. Inappropriate chat messages. Where is it? They've removed it. You can't even change it now. Where is it? Or there. It is in advanced settings. I don't know why it didn't show me that. So Copa. COPPA. The Copacabana. Hopefully that wasn't on point. Otherwise, I just got demonetized for singing the Copacabana, as that is a copyrighted song, and I do not have the rights to it. I don't have the rights to that song. But anyway, it says, do you want to set your channel as made for kids? You want to write, no, set this channel as not made for kids. I never upload content that's made for kids. I upload content for my subscribers. That's what I do. Well, I hope I don't get fined. Yeah, I hope I don't get fined either. One thing, though, as much as YouTube sucks, this is Federal Trade Commission and the U.S. coming down on them for no reason. It's really sad. It's not for no reason. Here, this is why they're doing it. This is why they're coming down on it. One, poor parenting, because the parents weren't watching what their children are doing, and because the parents that weren't watching what their children are doing, the children were being tracked, and that is illegal to track a child without a adult's consent, despite the fact the adults did not consent to the children playing on YouTube and doing stupid stuff. So, and it's the adults that complain. It's the parents that complain that their children are being tracked. How are they being tracked? Are they being tracked physically? Or is somebody showing up at their house in a van with candy and puppies and trying to take these people? No, that's not what's going on. They're tracking what they're doing online to better sell them products, which is what they do with us. That's why it's a market. That's why it's a business. They're on YouTube. They're acting as adults. So they were being treated as adults, despite the fact they were not adults, and that is illegal. and they shouldn't have been on YouTube in the first place. But because that happened, that's why this is going on, because they violated the sanctity and the privacy of a child, despite the fact the child was going against what he should have been doing in the first place, and they tracked him without the parents' consents. So that is actually what is going on and why this has come up to par. It's not because we want to protect the children, because if we want to protect the children and the adults that are taking this to the legislation wanted to protect the children, they would have put a block on their iPads. They would have monitored what their children were doing, and they would have acted like good parents. But because they were doing poor parenting, guess what? Now we get to suffer about it because they want to cry then. They want to cry that they were poor parents and their children are now being tracked. And what are the children looking on Google? Well, their children are looking at some nasty stuff, because children look up some nasty stuff, and they're also looking up toys and stuff like that, which is actually better influencing what they can sell to children, what's going to sell best to children. It's what they are Googling it. But they're also, again, violating the parental consent of a child, where I don't want you to see my kid looking up white on black. You guys could figure out what that's for. It might be a brand new toy or whatever, but
no, that was good. Your live feed is no longer child friendly.
Whatever, dude. But it's tough. It's tough. It's really tough. I missed a lot of comments on here. Hope I don't get fined. When will Jar Jar Abraham get deported for further destruction? 42,000. Dude, that's insane. $42,000. I ain't got it. I don't got it. And heaven forbid they hit more than one of my videos. The FTC should start finding Bing! Right, exactly. If you track these people that are children not doing what they're supposed to, let's go ahead and track their IP addresses and find out the adults that are in charge of these. Obviously, you're still violating stuff, but then we can get to the issue. We can get to the parents.
The article's making the YouTube creators the ones at fault. Right.
The article's making us at fault. I'm not at fault, dude. I review tech. I fly drones. I crash drones. I play with toys, man. I'm an adult that plays with toys. That doesn't make me under 12 years old. The word toy is not associated with under 12 years old, so let's not misconstrue that. I always say no when uploading a video. It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. Crazy money, exactly, Jay. Good points, Jay. It's not for no reason. Basically, a BS reason. It is a BS reason. Cover poor parenting, exactly. Under 13, not allowed to have YouTube account without parent permission or monitoring. Right. And what exactly what John just said. Under 13, not allowed to have a YouTube account without parental permission. So if you're under 13 and you have a YouTube account, obviously you either lied or you got parental permission. And if you lied, YouTube doesn't know you lied and you are pretending to have parental permission. Therefore, they should have been able to track them because they had their parents' permission to be on YouTube. And that should have been a part of the agreement that we have cookies and we are going to track your every movement, because that's what websites do, not just YouTube. I mean, at this juncture, should they not be going after probably Amazon? When children are on Amazon, should they not be going after Banggood? Because, dude, all these things, when you're on Facebook, when you go ahead and jump over to Facebook and you see advertisements for Banggood and you see advertisements for Amazon on there, guess how that happened? You were being tracked. You were being tracked. I hope kids don't watch the Joker movie. They're going to run YouTube like they do public schools. Anti-free speech zones. Aren't we excused from responsibility if we just say it's adult? You're not, because we don't have the final say. You are not excused for the fine. You're not out of the water. We're up to here in water, man. I hope you could breathe underwater. We're up to here in water, because just because we click it's an adult channel does not mean that Mr. Snoo can't come over and say, yeah, all right. He clicked that it's this is an adult channel, but that toy looks pretty cool. I bet lots of kids gonna like that. This is kids channel, $26,000 this guy, right? It's not our say. We can click it, but they're gonna be the ones searching, and they're gonna be the ones saying a child's channel. Yes, absolutely.
Like
They absolutely somebody's going to be searching. It was already said,
it's
and
not going to be like a scanner that goes through.
I'm sure it's going to be a scanner. I'm sure they're going to have a bot that does this, but I'm sure there's going to be real people who are now getting paid 23 to 40 dollars an hour to sit and scroll and click, sit and scroll and click, sit and scroll and click, sit and scroll and click. Because guess what? At 20 to 40 dollars an hour, seems a little bit absorbed to click and scroll and click. All they have to do is find one video. Find one video in an hour. When they're getting paid 20 to 40 dollars an hour, they found one video and they find one video, found and find for $26,000. Was that money well spent on whoever's finding it? Whoever's in, of course, it's money well spent. It sucks, but that's the way it's going to be. I guarantee it. If you see the RD is trying to comment on here, but I think he's blocked from ages ago. That's terrible. That's probably right. RD, if you're blocked from commenting, I do apologize. I don't know how to lift that block. Terribly sorry about that. RD, me and you are good. You know, me and you are good. John, if you can relay what he's saying at maybe at some point, if I can see how to do that, or somebody can tell me how to undo that, that'd be great. And we can get him on the commenting feed. Again, RD, I do apologize about that. And that's another thing. I've grown as a YouTuber just as well as other YouTubers have grown as a YouTuber. There's one individual who hasn't grown at all and still acts like a psychopath. We're not going to say his name. But a lot of people that I butted heads with in the beginning, I've mended friendships with, and we're cool. I think you should be at least 30 years old to FPV drone. Anyways, it is dangerous, but kids are doing it. There's kids winning lots of money in races because they're idiot savants with thumb controls, hand-eye coordination, and whatnot. I've been noticing a lot of Disney commercials. Dude, I did too. Disney Plus or something has been like a commercial on my thing, and it's weird. Disney is politically correct nonsense that has something. John Cena just relayed it. Thanks, Jay. Again, very sorry, RD. This is great chat about YouTube's downward spiral. Again, it's a mild downward spiral, but it is a mild up for the small guy. Again, I'm not making a living on YouTube. I want to, but you have like whoever that channel was that somebody mentioned, the children's channel, one of the top grossing children's channel, making lots of money. You now, if you're a top grossing children's channel, you are now not getting ads. You are now not getting monetized, but those ads are still going to be in place. So we might see a higher influx of ads on our videos because guess what? The advertisers are no longer allowed to go over to those top tier kids videos and put their ads on it, but the same stuff the kids videos were doing, like drones and stuff, we're doing too, and they might start dragging more advertisements our way, and we actually might benefit from this. All of us have to come together on it. Did you hear that YouTube is starting to delete Gmail accounts, by the way? That's terrible. They shouldn't be able to do that. How are you going to get into your Facebook if your Facebook is logged to Gmail? Or I can't. I haven't heard that. Hopefully that's just gossip.
No, that was a part of the YouTube agreement.
My wife,
they can take your
terrible.
Google away, anything Google related, your Google Cloud storage, anything that you have stored with Google. If you
hopefully you guys can hear my wife.
It's gone. Anything in the cloud, anything Google related is gone.
Anything Google related as of today can be gone tomorrow. That's terrible. That is terrible. That's terrible for so many reasons. What if you have your PayPal account tied to Google and you get locked out of your PayPal and you can't recover the password via your Google account? What happens? Same thing with Facebook. What if your Facebook account is tied to Google, which is Gmail, and you forget it and you can't get back into it? Sales? That is ridiculous. That's the dumbest thing that I've heard thus far, that they can just remove your Gmail. If I crash sometimes, I swear and cuss. I try not to, but dude, there's a YouTuber, Bot Grinder. I watch Bot Grinder. Bot Grinder is from Philadelphia. He's a fellow Pennsylvanian. He's huge in the FPV. He was a part of Rotor Riot. He still plays with the guys from Rotor Riot. He curses like a sailor. I mean, in that juncture, he might be safe. He might be super safe despite the fact playing with drones, because he curses so much and he can just click this is adult, and you got that no line, let's look at background. Background, all right, whoa, this guy, whoa, he's cursing every other second. His channel's probably not going to be in limbo. His channel's probably going to be super safe. He probably has absolutely nothing to worry about because he curses so much. So should I start cursing? I mean, I mean,
if you curse on your channel, can you still make profit off your channel?
You can. If you curse on your channel, you can still be monetized, but you're not going to be monetized as heavily because you're not as advertiser friendly. Because you're cursing. Some advertisers are risky, and bam, I see this dude. He's getting views. He's getting likes. His videos are in the thousands. Who cares if he curses? But then you're gonna have a lot of advertisers that don't like that. You're gonna have a lot of advertisers that you are going to put a bad taste in their mouth. We don't want to deal with them. All right, where are we at? Newsflash, y'all. Mark Rufio is something. I don't know. All right, skip that. Do you think YouTube is going down? My wife says it might, but from a
a lot of people that end up deleting their YouTube accounts because they're scared.
Yes, okay. A lot of people might delete their YouTube accounts. A lot of YouTubers might stop using YouTube. Is YouTube going to go down? Simple answer: no. YouTube will always be around, and here's why YouTube will always be around. Who owns YouTube? Google. Google's not going anywhere. Google can pay lawsuits every other month if they wanted to, and it's just side change to them. It's spare change. It's not going anywhere. What's going to happen is strict. It's going to get real strict. It was willy-nilly. Dude, you used to be able to get monetized at a really early rate, and then they added that cuss because somebody was stupid and somebody posted, I think, a dude getting his head chopped off in the woods or something like that. I might be wrong about that, but something really risky about that was like, all right, look, you got to have this many subs. They've been changing this. It's been a constant change.
I can't even go live on my mobile.
Like my wife can't even go live because she doesn't have 1,000 subscribers. So if you guys haven't subscribed to my wife, we're gonna plug her right now, River Lily. Somebody go get my wife's URL, plug it, and everybody go subscribe to it. And the reason why we want my wife to be able to go live is because when I'm on the road, I generally don't go live, and she can go live, and you can still see what's going on with me. Okay, back to what we were talking about. YouTube is only going to make a Twitch grow faster. Make Twitch grow faster. That's a possibility. I don't know too much about Twitch. I'm hearing rumors about that. We just need to start swearing. Right. We need to delete all our past videos and just start the Drone Sailor Network. We need to curse like sailors and we'll be safe. It's funny. I'm joking. But in all reality, JP, what's going on, man? I seen part of your stream. I caught part of it, and then I had to go live and drone exclusives to do something for the group. And that kind of what it prompted me to do this. But in all reality, like in the case of Bot Grinder plays with toys. We play with toys. But he curses in every single one of his videos, man. There's no way that Poindexter on the receiving end that's watching these videos is going to see his toy drone as appealing to children because he swears so much in the video. Now, I'm in a gray area. Despite the fact I've clicked this is an adult channel, I'm in a gray area because I don't have the final say. Somebody else is going to have the final say. Somebody else could look at my videos. Somebody else could say, oh, wow, this guy didn't curse in his channel at all. Oh, wow, he's flying a toy that is appealing to children. Bam! $26,000 fine for you because you labeled your channel wrong. Could it happen? It absolutely could happen. Do I hope it happens? Absolutely not. I can't afford it. And if it does happen to one of my videos, I guarantee you, out of the thousands of videos that I have, I'm going to get hit. I think I have like 3,000 videos. I'm probably going to get hit on 1,000 of those videos. So 26,000 times 1,000. Somebody do the math. I'm going to be in debt. I bought one of those bug drones. Didn't remember battery almost. Oh, I'm sorry. You got to be careful about LiPo batteries. They can explode. What the fork? Yep, I agree. YouTube is not going. It's not going anywhere. It is not going anywhere. It's just going to get strict and strict and strict. You can upload to BitChute. I don't know anything about that. They're pushing small creators off the platform. They're also pushing large creators off the platform. They're pushing small creators off the platform because they're leaving a bad taste in their mouth. But you have larger creators that are making a lot of money. I've said this time and time again. You have a toy creator that puts animation. They're like one of the best editors, point period, and it's a child. Obviously, that would just please wait. There's a child, obviously, that has an adult editing these videos, but they're directly geared towards children. That child and that adult that's behind the scenes are no longer going to be able to make that money. So it's not just affecting the small people, it's also affecting large people. Go ahead and talk
and
while I read.
Terms of service that you'll have to go read them, that they're just, it's going to be completely in effect. Yeah, I know, get on with it. They can terminate your account if they think you're a bad actor.
Right. They can terminate your account if they think you're a bad actor. I don't act, so I have nothing to worry about that. There's a petition that everyone should sign in comment section for the FTC to state our concerns. I agree with what JP said. JAYDRONE, how did you get to Unique Breeze? Yeah, somebody's watching the JAYDRONE show. APK. There's an APK file for the Unique Breeze that you can have up to 600 meters versus the regular 100-meter geofence. If you go to my video, I actually pinned it. I pinned the link to the Google Drive. You have to delete your original app, and then you'll download that one. You're good to go then. And I showed how to do it in the video, moving the sliders and whatnot. Bankruptcy Drone. That will be my new drone channel. The bankrupt van living drone, man. That'll be it, dude. If I gotta even pay one of those fines, the Cadillac's gone, my Grand Prix's gone, my house and land's gone, well, there's gonna be a lot that's going, and I'm gonna be living in my van, probably with one SEMA X5C. That's probably the only drone I'm gonna have, and that's gonna be the only drone that I'm gonna be making videos on. Please, can you please answer the question? I have a small YouTube channel only with 3 videos because my mom and dad made me delete the videos. I was wondering, do you think YouTube might delete me? Do you think YouTube? How old are you, Foxy? 1908. Clearly, 1908 is not the year you were born. But how old are you, Foxy? 1908. Please don't say under 13. Please say 14. 14. You're 14. This is marked for adults. How old are you, dude? I need to watch your video on the Breeze. Yes, watch the video on the Breeze. It's definitely well worth buying for $95 with the new APK mod on it. Van down by the river. Exactly. Being mostly drone channel, do you think that your future's in jeopardy? I've spoke on this a couple times, JP. And Perth West and me kind of went at it and kind of unfolded it. Could it be in jeopardy? Absolutely, it could be in jeopardy for the hypothetical that I put out there. The Poindexter looking at my channel and seeing toys, and yeah, this is appealing to children. But for all intents and purposes, most drones anymore are labeled 14 and up. You see that on the box because they don't want children playing with them. Even on a brush drone, you can get a paper cut and somebody could get hurt. What I've done to hopefully safeguard my channel, JP, is anything that had kid, because a lot of my titles said, say, CMAX 5C, great beginner or kid drone. In that juncture, I'm directly projecting it at a child. Dude, I went through hundreds of videos, and I adjusted the titles to where kid is no longer in any of my videos. But verbally, I'm sure I've said it, which that might do it. Hopefully it doesn't. But in all intents and purposes, what I'm thinking is hobby grade, toy grade, whatever we're classifying drones as, it doesn't state age preference. I'm not specifically, I don't know. It's tough because I know, like with you, your daughter's in a lot of your videos. You do the taste testing challenge. Are you in jeopardy for having your daughter in your video? I've only had my son in my video maybe 3 or 4 times. I try to safeguard my child's identity and not really have him out there until he feels comfortable with it, until he wants to be out there. But do I need to go delete those videos? Do I need to go? And one was an abandoned video. One was an abandoned video that I wasn't even in. He was the star of the video. He was playing JAYDRONE in the video. He did the walk around of an abandoned train station. It was him, the entire video. The end scene was him saying, please subscribe, JAYDRONE, whatever. That's my concerns. She's in my videos, but the video isn't designated under 13 years old.
But if she appeals to children,
Right. It's not designated towards children, but is it the horrible word in this is appealing. That word is ridiculous. The fact that that word is out there is terrible. Foxy 1908, you're 28 years old. You shouldn't have anything to worry about. So I'm not really sure what your concern is. You could further type. The word is appealing because you have your daughter in your channel. Is it appealing to that age group? Because I'm flying toys, because that's what I'm doing, I'm flying toys. Is it appealing to that age group? Well, obviously it is. Of course it is. JP's eating food with his daughter. Does little Timmy that's 10-year-old who doesn't see his daddy all the time because he works too much want to watch this video because it gives him a warm feeling inside? Well, of course. Does little Timmy who's 10-year-old who only dreams of flying a drone want to watch JAYDRONE because he dreams of flying a drone and it's appealing? Of course it is. That's the nerve-wracking part. That's the unlevel ground. That's where we don't know. We don't know. Hopefully the Poindexter that's going to look over this, hopefully the bots that are going to look over this, because guaranteed there's going to be bots implemented. Guaranteed there's going to be tons of bots, the same bots that evaluate the algorithms, the same bots that do lots of stuff on Facebook, the same technology of bots are going to be thrown in here. The same technology of bots that demonetize your videos, despite the fact that they're monetizable, are going to be thrown in there, and that's going to throw a huge fork into this. Just as well, I promise you, there are going to be real people just surfing and surfing and looking at videos and looking at videos and looking at videos, and it's going to be up to their discretion. It's going to be their discretion, and that's the scary part. I mean, the bots are scary too, but it's having Poindexter behind a computer and looking at what I just explained on JP's channel, looking at exactly what you see on my channel and putting it towards, well, what does little Timmy think? What does 10-year-old little Timmy think? Would he find this video appealing? And that's it. That's it. Is that going to new selections you had to pick before going live? I had to choose it if the content was kid friendly or not. Yes, I did. And I didn't have to select it because I already had it selected and it told me I had it selected. It gave me the option to switch it off, which I did not do. But I did see that. Am I missing anything? Foxy with a horse has passed away. I just nicknamed myself. Yeah, I used to do old radio function. Scary stories. I'm kind of an old radio function. Talk to you later. Stay in the drone, man. I'll catch you later. I'll see you on drone days. But yeah, there's so much gray area here. It's ridiculous. This, again, it could benefit the little guy. It could benefit the little guy because you have top tier YouTubers up here that are making a killing and taking a lot of the ads on stuff that I'm flying, on stuff that I'm reviewing, and I don't see as many ads because those top tier guys, because the advertisers know, why go to JAYDRONE? He's getting anywhere from 800 to maybe 4 to 5 months down the line, 50,000 views, and it's not happening as quickly where we have this top tier guy over here that's getting 30,000 views in 24 hours. Why are we going to send advertisement to him, to JAYDRONE, versus him? But now this dude's not monetized. You can't put advertisements on that. Now they have to look for other guys. So maybe I'll be able to profit from it. I don't know. Yes, and that's another thing that was in fine print, which I haven't done, and I'm fortunate I haven't done it. I've thought about doing it and I never did it, but there's a lot of YouTube channels that have done it. If you've paid for subscribers, like there, or viewers, like there's a lot of channels that have paid for subscribers or viewers just to try to grow their channel. You can possibly have it terminated. They can dig and possibly terminate your Google account, which is your Gmail, which is your AdSense account, which is your YouTube. I'm pretty sure AdSense is part of Google. I could be wrong. I might be wrong about that. But anything Google related, as of whenever the memo came out, light switch, it's gone. You could wake up tomorrow, it could be gone without any notice, any rebuttal, without without anything. It could be gone. And there lies a bigger problem for me. There lies a huge problem for me. And if JP's still here, I know it lies a huge problem for him. He's huge on urban exploration. I do it as a side hobby. I don't do it as much as he does, but I've hit over 100 spots. I'm huge on sharing my travels. I document my travels, and it's a way for me to share my travels, but it's also a way for me to remember my travels and also to have a memory, a visual memory of it, just as well as my abandoned videos. If I wake up one day and it's all gone, that sucks. Not only does it suck because I'm not making the small change that I'm making off of monetization, it sucks because there goes my visual memories. There goes my urban explorations that I absolutely enjoy to do. There goes the vivid memory of it and the documentation of it. And then, well, why don't you just go explore it again? A huge reason why I do it, a huge reason why I do urban exploration is to document history, because a lot of the places that I've visited are so far destroyed now or have been demolished. I can't go relive that if they decide to do that. Lots of memories wiped away. Right, exactly, especially family memories. And that's where I know I have some of my son in my videos. When we've been traveling, when we've been on vacations, I've included him in my videos, and I've had him in my videos. And do I need to delete those? I don't want to delete those. I absolutely don't want to delete those. What else do we have? The sad part was the memory card got corrupt out of. What are you talking about here? I can't follow you, man. Somebody please try follow Foxy 1908. I'm sorry, bro. Get fixed. Want to charge me to get fixed? What are you talking about? And that's part me. That's not you, bro. My reading and comprehension is limited as much as I'm talking and as much as you're writing and just typing away. I'm not following you, and I do apologize about that. Is there a way to make all your existing videos age restricted without editing? Yes, you just click it. You click it, and hopefully Poindexter doesn't find your channel, and hopefully Poindexter doesn't override what you've clicked and deeming your channel appealing towards a child. That's what's at stake here, because you can click it, but and bots too. You can click it and bam, I'm safe. I'm safe. Well, no, you're not safe. You're not safe because you don't have the last. You don't have the last comment. You don't have the last litigation of your own YouTube. Somebody else is going to look at that. And will they look at it? There's a possibility nobody will ever look at the JAYDRONE channel. I'm not that big. I haven't hit 100,000 subscribers. I haven't hit 1 million subscribers. There's a very good possibility the smaller channels will get overlooked. There's a very good possibility they're going to key in on the smaller channels to weed out the little people because that's what they want to do. I don't know. We don't know. I keep blocking out of the stream to check the likes and have commercials. We're only at 15. We're at 17. I see 17. Throw a thumbs up if you haven't. Right, memories are gone. It's terrible. I've been saving every video I encoded. No, see, I can't do that. There's no way, dude. At one point, I was loading 3 videos a day. Dude, my videos are on YouTube. My videos are on YouTube. Once YouTube's gone, there's my videos. And I'm not even going to try to back it up. There's no physical way for me to even try to do that. But lose a whole channel, it'd be a terrible loss, because along with your channel, you're probably going to lose your Gmail account too. What are you going to lose with that? I'm sure there's a lot to be lost with that. Nobody prints photos. Some people print photos. Imagine your whole, right. Exactly. There's a huge one. I traveled Route 66. There are not many people my age, I'm under 35, that can say they traveled Route 66. There's only a select people in the United States that can say they've traveled Route 66. All at once, too. I didn't do little bits and pieces. I mean, I skipped Chicago and I skipped the end. I skipped the beginning and the end, just because I didn't want to deal with the high traffic and whatnot. But like what JP said, wake up tomorrow and my Route 66 videos are gone. That's terrible. That's terrible. I mean, I'll have some of it on my wife's account because that's the same thing too. Facebook can delete your account for absolutely no reason. My original Facebook account, where I have all those memories of Route 66 when I was posting daily, they're gone on Facebook. They're absolutely gone on Facebook because they decided to delete my account for no reason. I tried rebuttaling it. I tried sending them my ID. They would not reinstate my original account. Let's see what else we got here. Honestly, YouTubers that don't get paid are no commercials running on their channels. I heard they're going to start deleting channels because they could. I mean, they can always do whatever they want. Even in the past, they can do whatever they want, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it because we don't pay to be members of YouTube. We have no stake in YouTube. We have no ownership of YouTube. Now, if it costs $30 a year to be a part of YouTube, then we would have say, just like Amazon Prime members. We have a lot of say. If Amazon Prime screws up, we have a lot of say. We can get cash back. There's all types of things that can happen if our order gets screwed up because we paid to do that. Now, if you are just a regular Amazon user and your package gets held up and whatnot, there's minimal you can do because you are not a paid member. What else we got? 908. Yes, that's correct. They updated terms of service to say they can terminate any channel they deem not commercial viable. Now that John reclarified what Foxy said, that's terrible. That is just terrible. Because they can. All right, so here, no, I don't want to hear what it says. I don't want to hear the exact words. Here's where let's think a little. Will they terminate all channels that are not commercially tasteful or whatever the word, commercially viable? I highly doubt it. Can they? Absolutely, they can. It's going to hurt people trying to be YouTubers. I don't think they're going to delete every channel that is not commercially viable. It is not commercially. I don't think they're going to do that because
here it says that it presents a possibility, but it seems. Hold on, I just read that. Okay.
You have to get your thoughts together before you talk because you're holding me up from talking.
If YouTube isn't making money off you, the company can delete your account. The platform's current service terms of service do not include this language. So it's saying they can, but it's also saying the new terms don't say that.
Right. So they can.
It's a gray area.
Again, there's another gray area. They can, but will they? I doubt it. Because in order for YouTube to be a moneymaker, they need to constantly have YouTubers, right? That's how they're making money because advertisers pay to be on our YouTube channels. That way they can have, like on the JAYDRONE channel, that way they can advertise drones and people see me fly it. It's awesome. Let's go buy it, right? That's the whole thought process of advertisements. That way Canon, the camera company, could be on JP Videos' video because he takes photography. He does some nice videography and bam, JP Videos using Canon, whether he's using a Canon or not. I'm just making an example. JP Videos using a Canon, bam, let me go buy it. That's the whole premise of YouTube. That's why it's a moneymaker.
The new terms are so broad and so vague.
All right, enough with reading. We're talking. Yeah, they are broad and vague. Let's see here. I started a library channel, LBRY. I don't know what that is. Take December 10th. Yes, I agree. I doubt they will do it either, but they could also decide that small channels uploading, live streaming, and wasn't space not affordable to host anymore. It could. Right? It's the could, and what might happen is ridiculous. I think if we ride out the storm, we'll end up doing better as we will have. Right, and that's what I see. There's
YouTube channels that people create just to watch videos. Those
right.
Accounts can get created and deleted, and then
they're not going to just delete people's channels with no content, but they're not going to do that. We need it. YouTube is a business. They're not going to get rid of their business. If they do it, if they wanted to do that, they just shut it down. They're not going to get rid of viewers' accounts. They might get rid of some of them that they deem spam and the bots see them just cursing and whatnot. They might get rid of some of them, but they're not going to get rid of the majority of the viewers because that's who the ads are geared at, is the viewers. I was going to say something before you chimed in again. If we hear, the storm. So we might benefit from this. There's a very good possibility we might benefit from this, obviously, from the big guys that I was talking about that are just children friendly. They're out of the picture. The advertisers are going to look elsewhere. But, and I'm going to say it, and if anybody gets butthurt by it, I'm not going to say any names or anything. If anybody gets butthurt by it, I'm terribly sorry. And I'm trying to watch what I say. I really don't want to offend anybody. There's some drone channels out there that are terrible. There. They're terrible. And they might gear towards them getting deleted. Is it right? No, it's not right. Because maybe these drone channels that are terrible, that are not informative, that the video quality is terrible. Dude, I started off in 420p, I think. My content was great, though. But these channels that are terrible, they might not be trying to be YouTube made. They might just be trying to catalog their flights. But they might go after those because, again, marketable. Are they marketable? Can we profit off of this YouTuber who's loading? So in that juncture, those people who have terrible channels, which again, my channel wasn't great in the beginning. I had great content, video quality was terrible. My channel, the video quality was terrible. In that juncture, they might be wiping these people and not giving them a chance to grow. I needed time to grow. I needed time to understand that 480p or whatever I was shooting in was unacceptable. I needed a chance to go to 720p and 1080p and then experiment with 4K. I needed the growth to actually learn how to edit videos because that's not my background. My background's a jock. Computers are not my background. Drones are not my background. I needed time to grow. So they might be looking at who's marketable, and they might be looking at these small channels that are just starting out. They might be looking at these channels that have horrible videos that might in a year or two have amazing videos and just wiping them out.
Back when you started, it was a lot easier.
Right. Back when I started, I think I was able to just monetize my channel immediately.
There's a lot of rules and restrictions on who creates.
Right. There's so many rules and restrictions. I remember 360p and 480p. Right. And a main reason, I'll get to JP's comment in a second, a main reason I was loading in 480p because, as I noted before, I wanted to be YouTube made. And statistically, if I was loading 3 to 4 videos a day, I was flooding the drone stream with JAYDRONE. And it did work. It absolutely did work. And in order to load that many videos a day, loading in 480p, it loaded quick. It loaded really quick. All right, let's get to JP's comment. There's alternative platforms out there similar to YouTube, such as BitChute and LBRY. I've seen people commenting on them. There are platforms for sharing content, but on a much smaller scale and not globally known like YouTube. Exactly. There's other, and this is a business. No matter if you're making small change like me or you're making lots of money like other people. This is a business no matter where you look at it. I'm a small part of the business. Google is the enterprise. Google is worldwide. Google is Google. What do you say to somebody that doesn't know something? Google it. That's a part of language. Google it. It's an industry. It's a business. And that's why we are on YouTube. That's why everybody is here. And that's why those other channels and those other platforms will take a considerable amount of time to get to where YouTube is. And they might never actually accomplish the status that YouTube is. They won't. They can't. My wife said they might now. They won't.
The people that
they won't. Right. But it won't happen. You guys can quote me right now. There is no other website on the internet that is going to do the video sharing and vlogging and whatever that will ever trump YouTube. And the reason that is Google owns YouTube. That's it. Go look at Google's net worth. Let's do it. Let's here, Google net worth. Google's net worth. Are you ready for it? Are you ready for it? Are you ready for it? My goodness. 300 million? No. We're not in millions. $300 billion. They can afford to pay out $1 million lawsuits every other day and still rake in the money. Its parent company, Alphabet's net worth is estimated to be around $900 billion, making it as the third most valuable company. Wow. Oh, I didn't see that one coming. Third most valuable company behind Amazon and Apple. I did not think for the life of me Amazon was ahead of Google. That's impressive. Look at Amazon go, and that's why malls are shutting down. My goodness, Amazon is ahead of Google. That is amazing. So we're in the billions. They're not going anywhere. They're just going to tighten the rules and regulations. Boom, 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 boom. I know myself, and probably you don't want to throw away. I don't. I don't want to throw away what I built on, and I'm still building. I'm still trying to get that little plaque. JP, did you get the plaque? I think you have 100,000 subscribers. Did you get that plaque? Did you get the plaque from YouTube? Let's see, LOJ, those channels you speak of and wonder how they even get free. Right, right. And again, I don't want to dog on anybody. Bless them. If they can get free product and they throw out terrible videos, bless them. That's great that they're getting free product. I don't understand how they're doing it. It's in the mail if they even send it now. Dude, you personally have to message me on Facebook, and once you get the plaque, take a picture of it. Take a nice clean picture. Dude, take it in 4K if you could take pictures in 4K. I don't know if that's possible. Send it to me. I want to see one of those plaques personally. That's as personally as it gets. Or if we meet up, bring it. I'd like to touch that plaque. Eventually, I would like to have the plaque. The plaque that I'm speaking of is the 100,000 subscriber plaque. If you guys aren't aware, you get a plaque for that. Google knocked out YouTube. Yahoo's been knocked out for a while.
YouTube is allowing people that are making a big monetization and that have a large following to use their actual YouTube studio space for free, and it is located in California.
What? That's cool. So supposedly YouTube has a YouTube space in California that you can go and use their facilities for free if you are a big dude. That's pretty cool, man. I wonder if I qualify. I wonder if I qualify as being a big dude. I'm heading out to California. What? Have to have over 10,000 subscribers? I'm in it, JP. Let's go to Cali. Let's go sit in YouTube studios. Let's do it. But we better watch out. I'm sure YouTube Studios is family friendly. I'm sure there's not a lot of people cursing in them YouTube studios. We might get flagged for vlogging in YouTube headquarters because it might be appealing to children. I don't know, man. I'm gonna watch out for that. Let's see here. This is a great stream. Thank you, John. Again, JP kind of lit the light on this. The light was lit when I had to click that. And then scrolling around, JP, I'm subscribed to JP. I know him personally. I've met him several times. We're fairly local to one another. I watched his stream, and then I had to stop watching a stream to go live and Drone exclusive on Facebook. And then it was like, yeah, I absolutely have to rack my brain on this. I need to know your guys' input. I need to know your guys' concerns. And a lot of your concerns are the same concerns that I have on mine. Let's see. See, I use my YouTube channel on my phone. That's all I got. That's cool. I've loaded tons of videos, probably hundreds of videos just by using phone and editing. That's all my wife does. Is she doesn't have an action camera. She uses phone. Do you think that the people are going to get so mad that they'll go to YouTube headquarters and do a protest? No, I don't think that's going to happen. Could it happen? Absolutely, it could happen, but I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think there's that much drive in the people that's going to well. All right, if the hammer comes down on people like me and JP and John Coopy and Perth West Oz and people who are not, I mean, we're making videos and we're just making the videos. We've tried to keep a family-friendly environment, but in no way, shape, or form are we, hey kids, it's JAYDRONE here. I like candy and unicorns too. Look at this. No, we're not doing that. That would be bam, appealing to a child. Look at this clown. I mean, I act like a clown and everything, but I'm an adult. I'm 100% adult, and hopefully they don't knock us out, man. If they do start knocking out channels like I mentioned, then yes, maybe you'll have people protesting, but what's it going to do? It's probably going to do absolutely nothing because, again, we're dealing with Google. We're dealing with the third most profitable, largest having money. Let's go back over to Google net worth. Estimated percentage. I don't even know what I want to say. I'm at a loss for words as for what I was going to say. Gibson, what is going on, my brother? Gibson is always on my videos. I definitely appreciate you, Gibson. JPV, rough. How much money do you get from YouTube? It depends. Or JPV, roughly. RC Funds asking JP, that's probably something you would want to do in a personal message. I don't know if he wants to put out money on the line like that.
Yeah,
Generally, you don't talk about exact numbers in income, even in a work setting. It's not proper in the United States. It's kind of one of the things that we're taught as a young age, but that's up to his discretion if he wants to let that out there. Let's see here. It varies month to oh, okay. So he already did. It varies month to month, but on average, 2,500 to 4K a month. See, I've never broken over 1,500 myself. I've never broken over 1,500, and since he's talking about it, I might as well talk about it. And right now, I'm at $300 a month. That's average for me these next 4 months because of Christmas and because of my channel having toys and tech on it. I will break that $1,000 mark because everybody's searching for Christmas presents, and what do I have on my channel? Christmas presents. So that's what I make. That's where I'm at. I do have side sources of income that are kind of tied to YouTube as well. But as far as YouTube goes, I'm making small change. I can't live on it. JP, what JP's making, 2,500 to 4K with what my wife gets, I could live on that. I can live very comfortably on that, and that's what I'm shooting for. I would like to. I definitely like to get at that point at some point, and till then I'll work part time, and then I'll take my long vacations and whatnot. But that's why I'm working part time, because I like to travel, and I don't want to work full time, because if I work full time, I can't travel and I can't just dip out of state when I want to. Do you think Google is going to censorship YouTube? And do you think that there's going to be a protest? I don't think there's going to be a protest. Do you think Google is going to censorship YouTube? They're already censoring it. They're censoring it to the point where you're either this or you're that. Pick one. If you pick the wrong one, we're gonna find you. If we think you picked the wrong one, we're gonna find. That's the whole definition of censorship. That's They're already censoring us. They've been censoring us for quite some time. So yes, they're definitely doing it. I like candy and unicorns. Don't forget Miley. Right. Little ponies, yay! Glitter colors. Like, they just come out in complete like fluorescent suit on all of my YouTube videos, skipping. Yeah, I got a drone. I got a drone. This is the JAYDRONE channel. Look at my drone. You can have a drone too. Like, no, I'm not doing that. And hopefully they don't perceive me to be doing that. Fourth quarter is best time for views. So now is the time to pump out the videos. Right. And again, the fourth quarter is statistically great for me. But also statistically for a lot of people, it's good. And the quarter just before this quarter, which would be the third quarter. So the end of the third quarter is terrible for me. I mean, I did okay, but I saw my numbers drop considerably. As far as my views, my subscribers stayed the same. Like I'm even around 400 to 500 subscribers monthly. I'm even around those numbers. No, I think it's a little bit lower than that. Let me go look at. I think I still have my channel analytics up. I think it's a little lower than that. Because I'm not seeing 1,000 every 2 months. I mean, sometimes I do. Let's see your channel here, analytics. Subscribers. So about 250 to 300. 250 to 300 every 28 days, which ain't bad. It's not great though. Sometimes that spikes though. Sometimes I see 1,000 in a month. It definitely does spike. Let's see here. You can set something to automatically update your YouTube channel. Uploads when I upload my flight videos to YouTube, automatically appear on my shoot. Yes, I know nothing about that, man. I'm recently on Reddit, and the reason I'm recently on Reddit, a person from high school told me, "Dude, are you on Reddit?" I'm like, "No, I'm not on Reddit." I'm like one of those old timers that don't want to learn nothing. I know Facebook, and I know YouTube, and I know Instagram. That's all I know. I don't want to learn any other social media platform. I don't want to do it. And he's like, "Dude, you should really check it out." I'm like, "No, dude, I'm good." This is somebody I went to school with trying to encourage me to do something that I don't want to do. And if anybody knows me, trying to encourage me to do something that I don't want to do is very hard to do. I'm a very stubborn person. So he's really trying to encourage me. And then he's like, look, pop, drops the link on me. So check that out. I posted a video of yours. Like, what? So I click on it. It goes over to Reddit. It's my Schuylkill Mall video. Dude, it's getting like thousands of likes. That means it's getting like thousands of views. Hold up, let me learn some Reddit. So at that juncture, Reddit is supposedly, I don't know if it still is, at that time, it was the strongest social media back and forth platform. It was bigger than Facebook, and it's less censored than Facebook. Obviously, you don't have the constant back and forth like you don't have what Facebook is on Reddit, but you kind of do. And so I'm a part of Reddit. So I'm interested in all these things that you guys are talking about. As far as like BitChute, I know nothing about that. If somebody could go on, say, my Unique Breeze video, my latest video, and drop some of these new to me video platforms, and maybe also Steve B explain to me how you're doing both. That would be great. YouTube is full of advertising. Again, it's a business. It's always going to be full of advertising because it's a business. It's profitable. It's the third top grossing, period, next to Amazon and Apple. And that's crazy. Apple's up there too. Like that's, I mean, I guess it's not that crazy. Their phones are expensive and people love them. Who has the Mavic Mini? I don't know what a Mavic Mini is and how are you liking so far? Oh, Mavic Mini. Mine's coming. It should be here Monday. Mavic Mini. Wow, what's a Mavic Mini? Mavic Mini. Mine should be here on Monday. It's in the mail. I've seen footage from a few channels. It looks super to me for the size of it and the cost of it. I'm with it. I had to get it. Some of my viewers suggest I upload my videos directly to my Facebook and avoid the YouTube mess, but I'm not monetized with Facebook, which means no income. Exactly. Exactly. And again, is it all about the money? No, it's about the enjoyment of loading videos. It's about the enjoyment of sharing with people. For me, for a huge part of me, it's about the enjoyment of helping people. I play a lot of customer service with you people because I'm very knowledgeable about what I do. But JP's situation, I believe he is full-time YouTube now. If YouTube tomorrow's gone, guess what? I don't think you can collect unemployment off of it. He needs to grind pretty heavy. Hopefully, he has some savings. He needs to grind pretty heavy and get a job. Then he needs to grind pretty heavy and fulfill that income that he is now losing. So it's again to load it directly to Facebook, where Facebook tears up videos worse than YouTube does as far as quality. It's not a bad idea, but it's not logical on the sense of income. Again, this is a business platform, and to be YouTube made, which is what I want to do, not have to work, to be able to travel the United States, to be able to continue getting drones, and to be able to do things on my time, on my dime. Like tomorrow, it's 11:57. It's almost midnight here. Tomorrow at 10 o'clock in the morning, so I got to get up around 7:30, 8 o'clock. I got to go to work. I got to go do a wedding. I'm going to be there till like 6 or 7 o'clock. I'm probably not going to get anything done on YouTube, which I absolutely can't stand. I like to try to post daily on YouTube because this is my channel. It's something I enjoy doing. But because I'm not making the income that I would like to, that I need to on YouTube, I need to sustain by having a part-time job. So it is definitely a business. Anytime somebody says, "but you," it is automatically hit. Yeah, I seen it was hidden. And it probably picks it up as a curse word. And hopefully I don't get demonetized because you are using a platform that has a curse word in it. I mean, granted, followed by it's not direct curse word. I'm bad 15-minute flight time. I'm bad 15-minute flight time, 5:57 time in Amsterdam, Europe. 5:57 a.m. or p.m. Calling it a night. Good chatting with you. Absolutely. I appreciate you coming on the live feed. I'm sorry I missed your live feed. I caught it after the fact. But yeah, I definitely appreciate you being in here. And actually, JP is somebody that I contacted immediately about the switch and click to one thing. Just because even monetization, me and him monetized our accounts right around the same time. He got to it before I did, and I needed his guidance to set up the monetization, just as well as to set up AdSense. So me and JP know each other for a little while. Yes, definitely appreciate you being in here, JP. Let's see, right behind you, JP. Ryan is dipping out. We do not have AM or PM. What are you on, military time? So it'd be AM. Are you on military time? So what would be noon for you? 2400? If so, then you're on military time, and then it's AM for you, so it's rather early in the morning. So either you woke up early or you've been up for a long time. Midnight time for early whoop whoop. No early whoop whoop for me. I'll be retiring into my bed very shortly. So we've been at this for an hour and a half. This was a very good video. I am going to end it, but now is your time to get on your keyboards. If you've been suppressing yourself from typing and hitting return, if you have any questions, comments concerning regarding this video, regarding this feed, regarding anything in general, now is your time to get on your keyboards, hit return. You have live Q&A with me.
I'm feeling suppressed.
My wife says she's feeling suppressed. Why are you feeling suppressed?
Because I have a video where I'm wearing Jack the Skeleton for the honor dinner. And I'm wondering, since that's a kid's Disney cartoon, if there's a chance.
It's so tough. It's so tough. Like my wife just said she has a video where she's wearing Jack the Skeleton. Dude, I have videos. Dude, I have a video where I was live. I was wearing a Mega Man hat. I mean, granted, most kids today probably don't know who Mega Man is, but it's a cartoon. I had a cartoon. All too often, I'm wearing a cartoon character on my chest. I like cartoons. I grew up on cartoons. It's nostalgic for me to be wearing cartoons and have cartoon stuff. I'm not too much of an adult not to wear cartoons. Is that going to be perceived as appealing to a child? I don't know, man. Across time zones today in Europe, worried about getting unsubscribed and then taking people subscribe and take off the channel. Hard to tell. In Europe, no one have. It's just 1, 2, 3, and 13, 14. Hard to tell. I don't know. I don't know your time zone. That's interesting. I think I'm going to have to do a little research on your time zone. Fly it, suck. Waves from Central Texas. Texas in the house. What up, Texas? Happy to have you in the house. If you just came into the feed, we've talked about a lot here. Recap, YouTube is making you switch children. Boop. Video or non-children video. There's no in between, and there's a lot of gray area in between it, whether they're going to perceive you as children channel, and then hypothetically you talk about too much of an adult content, are you going to get fined, or are you going to lose your channel? Just as well as boop, you put it on adult and you act silly like me, or you have a cartoon hat like I do, or you're playing with toys, are they going to perceive all of that as being appealing to a child? Chris from Tampa. What up, Chris? Tampa, Florida in the house. What's the weather down there, brother? What is the weather in Tampa, Florida? It is brick. And brick equals cold in urban terms. It is brick up here. I don't know why we say brick. Maybe because if you went outside in the winter and picked up a brick, it would be mighty chilly. But if you go outside and pick up anything, it'd be really chilly. I don't know why we say that. What the terminology is behind urban talking, where we judge how cold it is by being brick outside. I don't know. What's the weather down there? Anybody else have any questions, comments, concerns they need me to address? Anything that you would like to rack my brain? Anything that we haven't talked about that you would like to talk about? It's dark here now. Day gonna start now at 6:02. In an hour, it will be light. So it's morning for you. It is definitely morning for you. It's funny you ask because tomorrow it's supposed to be 52, pretty much the coldest day of the year. I take 52. I'm outside, dude. If it turns 52 tomorrow, I'm outside in a t-shirt. I'm in a t-shirt, bro. I'm used to below freezing weather right now, where 52 feels great. Brick, stone cold. So maybe that's why. Stone cold, because brick is a stone and it'd be cold. That could be the terminology. I don't know. We can try to Google it. We have Google up. Um, let's see here. Why do people say brick for cold? All right, Urban Dictionary. To be extremely cold outside comes from the expression of the wind beating at you when it's really cold and you step outside. Some might say it's brick outside. Well, why do they say it's brick outside? Now we're diving into urban urban talking, and I don't think they say why or what it originated from. It didn't why or what it originated from. It just defined basically what I've defined for you guys. Welcome, Chris. I'm just above you in Jackson, Florida. To Floridians. Do you guys call yourself Floridians, or is that just super tacky? Is Floridian super tacky? Is that something that you refer to yourself, or is that just the outsiders that come in think we're super smart calling you Floridians? What else you guys got? Any questions, comments, concerns? Obviously, I want to hear the answer to the Floridian thing. And if the typing ceased, we're just going to hit finish on this. And I do appreciate everybody checking in. I appreciate everybody checking in after the fact. The last 9 years, we have almost no winter. Well, that would be nice. Our Floridians, if that's what they're going to call themselves, somebody correct me fairly quickly on this, so I stop saying it if I sound like a clown. They basically have no winter either. Where I live, I always get winter, and it kind of sucks. I have a concern. Van City, what is your concern? Get on your keyboard and type and hit return. What is your concern? Mr. Vancouver in the house. Mr. Canada in the house has a concern. Bam, hit return. Let me know your concern. I'll be more than happy to address it. Hopefully, I can answer your concern or elaborate on what you might be thinking. Right on. What's up, Jacksonville? Boom, 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 boom. My channel in a while. I apologize about that, Mr. Van City. I apologize for not visiting your channel in a while. I do apologize about that. As of late, I really haven't been visiting anybody's channels. Again, do apologize about that. In the past, before I go to bed, I generally sit on my phone and click on the subscribe button, not the subscribe my subscribers, which is you guys that I'm subscribed to, and try to hit some of your videos. I apologize. I saw a drone that you had, and I bought it at Ollie's, and I lost the drone. I was so upset. I still have the remote. I thought I'd sell the remote. Do you think I should buy another? It was only 30. If it was only $30, why not? $30. $30 for a drone if you liked it, or if I flew it dope, and you think it's a dope drone, then maybe why not? Obviously, if you're buying it from a store, I make absolutely nothing on it. I'm not affiliated with any companies that are selling in stores. But if it looks like a good drone on my channel, take precautions. Fly it in a wide open area. Don't fly it in a residential area, and don't try to fly it too far. Those are my suggestions. By the way, you sold me on that breeze, dude. The breeze. I got two breezes with that new APK app to be able to take it out a quarter mile. And the breeze has an excellent camera. The Breeze's camera in 1080p is stabilized, has an excellent camera. You could also do 4K, which is not stabilized, but you could take some amazing pictures. Dude, to go a quarter mile, it's a game changer for the Breeze. It absolutely is. Watch YouTube because of hobby, thousands of videos. I don't watch now. I see channels I watch being put in one shoe fits all cat. It's crazy, right? To be put in a one shoe category, it's like, yo, I was curious as a child, unfortunately, but fortunately, I went to a private school where I didn't really have to learn things. I mean, if something broke, people came in and they fixed it. My wife's brothers, as children, as people under that 12-year-old, as children, had a father figure in the house that if something broke, plumbing, automotive, carpentry, as children, they watched their father do stuff and they learned how to fix stuff as children. As a curious child, I would like to think, if I wasn't in a private school where, hey, it's broke, and somebody comes over and fixes it, where I had a father figure in my life and I kind of did the same thing, and my father taught me things and stuff that my father couldn't teach me as a child underneath that 12-year-old mark that I was curious about. I would like to think that I would search it and I would get on people's channels that teach you how to fix things. and now you have a child watching your channel, and now is your channel appealing to a child? Who knows? It's ridiculous. The gray area is so ridiculous. If drone gets stuck in a tree, duct tape several medium to small branches together, knock it down. My trees are too tall for that. My trees are absolutely too tall for that. I climb trees. I didn't get that drone. I have the GPS shadow drone, going to buy extra batteries on Black Friday. Nice. GPS shadow. That's said to be a good drone. But all right, guys, I can barely talk anymore. I've been talking for almost 2 hours here. This was a good feed. I appreciate everybody checking in. What type of battery? What type of batteries do you think I should get for my GPS shadow? You should get the stock batteries. They have longer lasting batteries for the drone. Well, then get longer lasting batteries. Look on battery reviews, see what batteries are good, what batteries are going to last long. Obviously, you want a higher C rating than the original battery if you're looking to get better flight time. C rating will affect your battery's flight time. If you have a low C rating, you're going to get a low flight time. You have a high C rating, you're going to get a longer flight time, because you're going to have a higher capacity burnout per se, even if it's the same milliamp an hour. That's probably the wrong terminology, but hopefully you understand what I'm saying. And exactly what I just did there. Customer service. I like to tout myself pretty high in customer service, try to help people. We're ending the feed, guys. If you haven't hit thumbs up already, please hit thumbs up. I'd like to see the thumbs up go before I hit the finish button. And let's get them up to 25. Can we see up to 25? There's 24. Can we see up to 25? Can I get one more? Let's get one more. Can we get one more? Anybody been sitting there and just listening to me, haven't typed anything, but have been listening for information purpose only? Hit the thumbs up. Can we get 25? 25. Bam, there's 25. See you later, guys. If you haven't subscribed, smash the subscribe button. Later.